Hey guys, how you doing? It's Kevtech here bringing another video on information technology. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Wednesday. I know I wasn't gonna make a video, but I definitely want to make this video real quick just to help people out in IT. And also it's a video that I've been commonly asked to make, so I'm gonna make one today. As some of you may know or may not know, I'm currently in Spain, Barcelona. I am not in New York right now. We're like 6 hours ahead, if that makes sense. But I'm going to make a video on common interview questions you'll be asked if you're trying to get a job in IT. So I'm going to make a series of this. I'm just going to answer one question today, and I'll make a video. I'm going to keep making videos on that, and how you're supposed to answer it hypothetically. If someone would ask you an interview question, how would you answer it in an IT fashion or an IT kind of way, if that makes sense. So if you're new to my channel, I do CompTIA videos. I do videos on how to get into desktop support, technical support, sysadmin. I do IT interviews as well, and I make a whole bunch of videos on how to get into IT. If this is the first time you're watching my video, you could just rate, comment, subscribe, follow me. I greatly appreciate it. So let's get right into this. So I'm gonna make, like I said, I'm gonna make a series of this. So don't worry about if you missed this one. You can watch my other videos. I'm gonna start making a series of this because some people don't know how to answer technical questions, and some people don't know what to say, and some people don't know what to do. So today's question is going to be, tell me about yourself. So this is a tell me about yourself interview question. So what do they mean when they do tell me about myself? They're not asking where you live. They're not asking about your hobbies. They're not asking what's your favorite color. They're asking about your job experience that you had in the past, your current job experience as well, and how you could correlate that with the job that you're applying for. So that's basically how you attack that question. And I'm going to show you how to attack that question. So say, for example, you're applying for a desktop support job. I'm going to show you how to attack that question. I'm going to give you a hypothetical example, basically on my experience. I'm not going to tell you my whole experience. I'm going to tell you just like some of it, if that makes sense. Okay? This is how you answer that question. Hi, my name is Kevin, and I am currently looking for a job to work in desktop support. You're tell me about myself. So a little bit about myself. I actually worked for an MSP company, which basically provide IT support for multiple hedge funds. And basically, I was in charge of taking phone calls, handling any issues through the phone system or the ticketing system. Our ticketing system would be used that we currently use is Jira. And basically, I would handle all kinds of issues, and I also handle Active Directory, Server 2012, R2. Creating user accounts, creating mailbox accounts, setting up new hires, giving people access to certain security groups. They want access to a special folder and under NTFS. I also will handle adding people to distribution groups. And also I will handle anything between software applications or some VPN issues. Maybe they have issues with the token. We will hand them hard tokens, RSA hard tokens. Or they would have RSA soft tokens on their phone, and we would troubleshoot that if they can't. They get locked out sometimes. Sometimes we have issues with where the user or the client is locked out of Active Directory, or they're locked out of their token because they're trying to do two-factor authentication. Also, we would handle Cisco Call Manager. So basically, I would assign phone numbers to new users or new hires that we set up. On top of that, I also handle inventory. So I will order new hardware for people that are starting. Say, for example, the next day or the next week, I will handle all that. Break and fix, hardware issues, software issues, Outlook issues, Excel issues. Basically anything to do with Microsoft products and software applications, I would handle those issues. Slowly getting into options IT. I was an IT support engineer. I moved away from that, and now I currently work for a hedge fund full time as an executive VIP assistant and IT support. And basically, I handle all the issues for the CEO, the CFO, the CIO, and the COO. And basically, it's almost similar. I would do desktop support, break and fix. I do IT support level 2. I will handle new hires are starting up. I will order the inventory, their computer, their laptop, their monitors. I will handle all the issues that they will have, and basically all the issues that they have in the office. So we have multiple offices across New York. Any issues that they have, they will call me, and I will handle it. And also, we had our own ticketing system, just like I did in my previous job with Jira. I will handle ticketing systems on Remedy. So any issues that we have, I would actually respond through the Remedy ticketing system, or through email, and handle those issues as well. On top of that, we would deal with software applications like Microsoft Excel, Word, Outlook, any issues with those. Some Adobe Photoshop, some Creative Cloud issues as well. We will also troubleshoot software applications. That could be anywhere from a third-party vendor or third-party hedge fund application. And Also, I will be in charge of handling phone calls that come in and out, and also closing any tickets through the Remedy ticketing system. And also any local issues are in the office. Basically, they will look for me whenever they have an issue with their phone. They need to set up their company email through MDM profile, or maybe like they have an issue where their computer is not working, the laptop won't turn on. And these are the issues I would deal with. And all the calls that we will get usually, or the calls that I typically will get, are calls from the CEO, the CIO, the CFO, all the important people that are in this office. I handle all their issues. I provide white glove support, and I try to give as best customer service as I possibly can. Currently, I am looking for a better job position or a better opportunity, because this job does not give me the opportunity to grow. And that's the reason why I'm applying for your desktop support level 2 position, because I want to move into that position because it seems to be an opportunity to grow. And they said that I looked at your resume, or not the resume, but the job description online, and it said that there's an opportunity to grow to be a sysadmin or server admin. So definitely, if there's an opportunity to grow, I am going to take that position. And I see that this job is almost similar to the current job that I'm doing right now, where it has password resets, creating distribution groups, creating security groups, creating mailboxes, and handling new hires, and doing break and fix and setting up new hires. It's almost the same thing. And it seems to be that this job has the opportunity to grow into a server admin or sysadmin position, reading based on the qualifications it's asking for, and reading the description and saying that this is potential to be a sysadmin. And that's the reason why I applied this job. And that's a little bit about myself. So I basically worked in an executive environment with a bunch of VPs and executives, and I provide white glove support. And that's a little bit about myself. And that's how you answer the question. So basically, you tell them your job experience, tell them where you work, and then correlate your job experience with the job or the job that you apply for. You correlate it with that. So like if that job is asking for desktop support, is asking for break and fix, password resets, and stuff like that, and you did that in your last job, you correlate with that. Now, say for example, now because I'm giving you a hypothetical example, say for example you have 0 job experience and you're new to the market, you don't know what to say or how to answer that question. You would say something like this, because this is hypothetical, right? So say something like this: Hi, my name is Kevin. As you can see on my resume, I don't have any job experience, but I definitely have hands-on training. I'm familiar with doing password resets. I'm familiar with configuring, setting up Active Directory. I'm familiar with creating distribution groups. I'm familiar with creating security groups for NTFS, for shared drive permission. I'm also familiar with troubleshooting applications through the operating system, Windows 7, Windows 10. I'm also familiar with troubleshooting apps on the iOS mobile devices and Android devices. Even though I don't have prior experience, I am real confident on my hands-on training that I'm able to handle this position, because based on the stuff that I do in my hands-on training, it's the same thing. It's similar to that. So I could correlate these skills that I do in my hands-on training into this job role. And also part of this is that I love learning. You can see in my resume, I put Active Directory, I put Server 2016, Server 2019, I put Mail Exchange as well, and I put I'm familiar with Windows and the Mac operating system. So I have a virtual lab at home, and basically I'm always practicing at home. So now that I saw this job opportunity, I figure I apply for this job because it will give me an opportunity to actually do it in a real life environment with customers and clients, and I feel like I actually could do it, and I'm confident in my ability to actually help the client, help the users, and deal with the problem that they're having. So, even though I don't have prior experience, I done the actual hands-on training at home with virtual labs, and I understand what Active Directory is. I understand what group policy is. I understand what a password reset is. I understand if an account is getting locked out, you have to unlock the account by clicking on their name and clicking unlock account. I understand that you have to add people to certain security groups by going into the security group and just clicking add the person or add the user to that group. And I also understand NTFS. You only give them specific access to one folder, or you let them inherit the whole folder. That's entirely how you set up the security permissions. And then I'm also familiar with applications. The application is not working. You might want to repair or uninstall the application. You might want to run a fix on it if there's a fix for it, or maybe you might want to know when was the last time it was working, when was the last time it was working, when was the last time it didn't work, and you want to ask some technical questions to see how this was working before and how it wasn't working before. So that's basically how I would answer that question. I would basically tell them I do hands-on training and I have this and that, and I'm familiar with this. You give them examples of the lab you did and tell them how you configure group policy, like what you actually did to configure group policy, or how do you actually unlock an account, if that makes sense. Go to Active Directory, search for the name, unlock account. Password reset, how to change your password, look for the name, password reset, change your next login. You give them that kind of example. If you have no experience, that's how you would talk or answer that question. And then you say the reason why I'm applying for this job is because it was going to give me more actual hands-on training, and it's going to actually give me real-life training with actual users, actual clients. And as you can see in my resume, I actually have the qualifications to actually do this based on my lab experience. And that's how you would correlate it. So I hope that makes sense. I hope this helps you out. So anyone that doesn't have experience, that's how you would answer the question. If you have experience, obviously you talk about your job experience, and then you correlate that with the resume, or the, not resume, I keep saying resume. You correlate that with the job posting that they're asking for. If they're asking for desktop support, and you need to know password resets, you already did it in your last job, so you correlate that. If they're asking for password reset, and you have no experience, you correlate that with your lab experience. And that's how you answer that question. So I hope this helps somebody out. I try to make it as short as possible. Hopefully it's not too long. With that being said, rate, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And that's how I would answer. Tell me about yourself. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.